Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. The following story that you're about to hear was sent to Brother N. Hello, Brother N. How are you? My mother was a witch, and when she was breastfeeding me, that's how witchcraft got into my blood, and I also became a witch like my mother. My mother is still alive, and we regularly go out together when we are bewitching people. When it comes to spiritual sex, my mom is like a sex addict. She is addicted to this spiritual sex that she has with some of the people we bewitch. On a single night, she wants 4 to 5 strong rounds. Amongst our relatives, she knows who is powerful in bed, so she regularly goes and makes love to them. Some of them are my uncles, but I am not as addicted as she is. I also make love to them in the spirit, but I do it because when you are a witch, you have to do that. Sleeping with someone spiritually makes you stronger, while it weakens the person you are sleeping with spiritually, so they can't connect with a higher power. When you keep sleeping with them in their dreams, it makes them spiritually dirty. It is far better for someone to commit adultery in this physical world than to sleep with a spiritual wife or husband. When you sin in the physical realm, you sin against your body, and it's easier to seek forgiveness from God or your ancestors. But one thing that all spiritual beings, including God, hate is spiritual adultery. When your spirit makes love to another spirit, it makes you very dirty. That's why you see women who are said to be the wives of toys always facing bad luck. When a toy is dedicated to you, the first thing it does is sleep with you spiritually, and then it leaves a door open for other spirits to enter your life. Those are the spirits that will cause misfortunes and make you hated by the men you date. It leaves a mark on your body. As for me, because I have to do it, I do it maybe 4 times a month. I mainly visit my ex-boyfriends or some of my friends' husbands when I just want to have sex with them spiritually. But most of the time, it's only my mom who does this. Almost every night. Like I told you, she wants 5 rounds of spiritual sex each night. My mom was the one who taught me witchcraft. She said that even when I was still breastfeeding, she would carry me on her back while bewitching people, and we would both be naked. So you can just imagine what I am like right now because it's in my DNA. Witchcraft is in my blood. I don't even know any other life apart from the spirit I call my friend, the spirit of witchcraft that possesses me. It is me, and I am that spirit. I enjoy it. I don't even do it for the sake of money. I once saw a post about people saying that if there are so many witches in Zim, why don't they remove the government or bewitch those who are making them suffer? But don't you know that whatever happens in this physical world does not affect us in the spiritual realm? Our life is in the spirit, and we don't care about what happens in the physical world. So there is a difference between the physical and the spiritual realms. There was this time when I was dating a guy before I got married to my current husband. I loved that man with all my heart. We met on a bus. These buses used to be overloaded, so some people would be standing if they didn't have enough money to pay for the trip. On that day, I waited for the last bus and got on. We were standing, and he was behind me. Brother Nashi, while the bus was moving, I felt his manhood getting erect, and I also got excited. I felt that this guy was really feeling me. I turned around and looked at him, and he felt embarrassed. He then placed his hand on his manhood so that I wouldn't feel it anymore. Since it was dark, no one saw anything. I then dragged his hand to the side, removed it, and placed it on my hip, and he understood the assignment. When I told the bus conductor that I wanted to get off, he also got off and told me he wanted us to date. I was like, yeah, I also want you. When I returned home, I informed my mom that I was in a new relationship with this guy. My mom then said we needed to visit this guy late at night in the spiritual realm, and I was supposed to enter into his dreams. Don't you know that as witches, we can enter your dreams? I wanted to see if what he told me was the truth, as he had said he was single, but he used to date another girl. Why do you think we are able to bring bad luck when you're about to get a job? It's because we can enter your dreams. When you are fast asleep, that's when you talk with your spirit and inform it of all your future plans. So, if you have dropped your CV somewhere, and we come with our monitoring spirits while you are fast asleep, we start to see and hear everything that you are planning. We can even go to that company and possess the human resource manager, so when they come across your CV, they just dump it to the side, and you never get that opportunity. That's how our monitoring spirits work. They are always looking at your dreams and hearing everything when you are speaking with your spirit. Then we block you from succeeding in life. So, Brother Nashi, me, my mom, and the other witches were supposed to go to that guy's house so I could enter his dream. My mom was the first to go out just after sunset, but I waited until it was really dark. But one thing I want to tell you is that our ancestors are real. When I got out of our house, the spirit of witchcraft had already possessed me. I saw his uncle, a giant of a man, holding a thick spear. He told me that if I was going to my boyfriend's house, he was going to punish me. He said he had been given permission by a higher power to kill me if I was stubborn. Brother Nashi, I felt so scared as that man disappeared. Then my mom appeared out of nowhere and told me we were supposed to go. My mom is very stubborn, which is why she is such a good witch. I always laugh when I hear people's confessions. Most of the time it's like comedy for me. It's like a series I enjoy watching. When someone says they are tired of praying, I think, yeah, you're tired of praying because we are stubborn. We make it very difficult for you, so you stop praying. The spirit of witchcraft goes hand in hand with stubbornness. So my mom, being stubborn, said we needed to go to my boyfriend's house. When we arrived, we saw that tall man holding a spear, guarding the house, and we all ran away. After that, I had no choice but to dump him. Then there was another time. I went to a church. I went because I just wanted to eat. We had been told there would be a lot of food. I took one of my snakes with me for protection. The snake coiled around my waist. When I got to the church, a pastor came, and I saw fire fall from the heavens. The whole church was really hot, but everyone else thought it was freezing. The pastor started preaching, and fire was falling from everywhere. The snake told me it was getting too hot and started moving toward the pastor. I got scared and pretended I had a stomach ache, then ran out of the church. The pastor kept praying, feeling something was happening in the spiritual realm. He told everyone to get up and start praying. The snake followed me out, but it had been badly burned. My mom tried to give it some herbs, but the snake died. I had never seen my mom so angry. When she cried, it was as if there was an earthquake. The whole house started shaking from her pain. Dear listeners, that was a message sent to me by one of our dear sisters. Strange things indeed do happen in this world,